Hey Rhia, just thought I'd step through the processes that we go through for setting up the details for Tim and the Beanland problem. I'm getting myself back in my head. Anyway, we're going to set up this Beantalking checklist. So firstly, let's go to the project, which is, it's already been set up, so that's a good thing. Beat. And you'll see here we've got the things we've done already, pre-commencement discussions, ticket takeaways. And what we do here is we use the proposals checklist, which I'm just wondering whether we did that already. We haven't put that in there. So this is actually one of the reasons why I wanted to record this for you. So whenever we start a new project, we always grab the checklist. And so I've got that template. You saw where I got it from in proposals or projects. You can actually go either one. And we duplicate this text doc. And we call this one the beat, or we'll just call it Beantalking. Beantalking, copy. Make sure it saves. Put it in there again. And then we put it into the actual project area, which in this case we'll always find in our projects. 20 projects, beat, and move. Right. We can close the other one so we don't go and update the template. And then this is the information. We've done all this stuff, so now we're up to the DefiSocial setup and planning session. Now this is going to be an abridged session because we're going to prescribe what we do for Tim, and we kind of know a lot of this stuff, but we are going to treat it exactly as we would any other project. So I copy and paste that information and I put it in there, and I go, hi Tim, we're really looking forward to our session this week, this Friday we'll call it, this Friday, as follows. Friday, 4th September, I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me, sorry about that. And we're going from 11:30 to 1:30, right? And by the way, this is all about him. Realistically, we can touch off on what he's going to do for us, but realistically, he's a client in this instance, and that's what we're going through. We're going to use the web browser. That's applicable, but we're going to make a note here that this isn't applicable due to quid pro quo arrangement. We'll put that in bold, just so we know that. Put this in bold as well. It's pretty exciting, this project. It can be fun. So we're not going to actually need to allow this. We're just going to, in this case, we're going to allow 2 hours setup and planning. That's unusual, but I think, as I said, because we're prescribing what we're doing here, and Tim's quite ready across most things. Don't be overly concerned by the checklist. It is something we need to highlight for people. Again, the square profile is something I like to highlight just because it is the key. And we just have to treat every business in the same way in many ways, just because we need to really make sure they're aware of this stuff. We'll treat him as if he's a 47-year-old business owner who knows nothing about technology, even that's the case. That's not the case. The social media accounts we have already, please ensure, this is another key area, that you know and have access. Right, so again, it can waste our time if they can't get into their social media account. This here around brand style guide, not necessarily necessary. In fact, I've been taking it out, and while I remember it, the brand style guide is only really relevant for if we were, it's not relevant for what we do, because the brand style, we're not applying any brand style to the so I'm just going to take it out while I remember. I don't want it really being in future ones. It's okay for us to know the brand style if they happen to have one, but really it's not something that that we need. I know you should have uploaded a copy of the proposal. We'll make sure I've done that. I think I did do that because it was pre-discussions. So this is the setup part of the session, which will be the main part of our session that we're going to work with Tim on. And we'll update that, and then we'll talk about the planning, and we're going to do it at this stage as an extra small, with the intent of prescribing. Really, we already had a bit of a discussion about what we're going to do on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So most likely, I might even write this in, new podcast, retro in this year podcast, and Diffie podcast, effectively. We'll test Hootsuite, and everything else should be good. In this case, it's not Adrian. It will be, but it's good for me to remind myself, it will be Rhia. I'm going to get your details, which I have handily off on the right hand screen. And actually, what's that? As if I have to grab this, but anyway. It's not that hard to remember people's emails when they work with Diffie Social. Here we go. We're just going to put your mobile next. That isn't something that I know. I don't even know Huong's. I do know the last 3 digits, 325. I don't know the rest. He's a son of the West, so he'll be a Blue Dragon project. Commence date will be from Monday, but we'll, what's Monday? Well, actually, let's just do commencement date for the same day. It's 4th of September. $2020. We're going to do it as an excess, so we can get rid of the rest of this stuff. Again, we'll just, instead of saying payment, we don't actually need, we'll take that out. Quid pro quo arrangement. Just say normally. And we can then go for Tim, for Rhia. Don't think. Just for Adrian's knowledge, and hopefully he'll be the first one interviewed. So we'll leave it as that. I reckon that should be good. We'll go send, and I'll stop recording. And we've already done the calendar invite, so everything else should be good. That was all I wanted to get done. Hope you enjoy this.